All right, folks, we're going to try it this way. Thanks so much for being here. There shouldn't be any difference. There's literally one is on a phone and one is on a computer. They both have high-speed internet. So this is take 3 of the crisis report, technically take 4. And I'm not going to get frustrated, but let's just take a moment to tell you what they are doing here. And that is they're trying to kill channels. So it looks like nothing is being said here. Let's see if people can hear me. So, yep, everything is on. Hi, Mark. Can you hear me, buddy? Let's just give it a moment. Hello, everyone. Do I have a 5 by 5? You can hear me. Okay, good. Okay. So we're gonna pick up where we were, and we're gonna just keep moving. Okay. Never let them win. Never let them win. Don't do anything that is going to let them win. You just keep coming back, and you just let them know that you're just not going to go away. So we're going to pick up where we were, and it says, we will not stand idle with our brothers in Soweto are being held accountable, according to Netanyahu. He said we must demilitarize the area south of Damascus. Okay. So, yep. So it sounds like it's that's because I'm in an area with a very high ceiling, Mark. So this is the best I can do, and we're going to take it. Moving on. Tesla stock dropped 8.5% on Thursday after the company warned that Trump's trade policies and stance against electric vehicles could hurt its revenue. The decline followed a 20% drop in Tesla's Q2 profits and a continued sell-off, with shares down about 35% since December highs. Trump, however, said he wants Elon to thrive. So, yeah, that's where it's going. Clashes continue along the Cambodia-Thai border. Footage showing Royal Cambodian Army RM-70 multiple launch rocket systems, or MLRS, firing at targets in Thailand. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer said he will hold an emergency call with France and Germany on Friday to discuss stopping the violence in Gaza, adding that we all agree, on the urgent need for Israel to change course and allow more aid into Gaza. CIA-linked website has been hacked. Hackers breached CIA's Acquisition Research Center, exposing sensitive tech and data, including the Digital Hammer program, the NRO confirmed. Federal investigators and probing the incident, which follows a recent Chinese hack of the U.S. nuclear agency. United States State Department urges an immediate cessation of hostilities amid Thailand-Cambodia conflict. Israeli opposition leader Yair Lapid said it is time for Israel to put a clear and public proposal on the table, ending the war, returning all of the hostages, significantly increasing humanitarian aid to the citizens of Gaza, and ending Hamas rule. U.S. State Department said the U.S. will not attend the conference on a two-state solution next week. United States State Department said the U.S. will, that's a doubler. So the Cambodian border clashes, what do you need to know? Fierce fighting erupted along the Thailand-Cambodia border on July 24th, with deadly clashes reported in 6 disputed areas, including Prasat Ta Muen Tom. Artillery and airstrikes were launched after a Thai soldier was injured by a landmine near the frontier. Thailand blames Cambodia for laying new mines, a claim Phnom Penh denies. At least 11 people have been reported killed, mostly civilians. The conflict, rooted in colonial era disputes, has reignited tensions over areas like the Preah Vihear Temple. Diplomatic ties have been downgraded. Both sides are escalating rhetoric at the ICJ and UN and are drawn into the standoff. That temple is basically a Thai relic of the Siam dynasty that is now on Cambodian land, and they're not happy about it. So that's kind of what's going on with that. Israeli Foreign Minister Saar to French President Macron. Let's hope Macron can secure the streets of Paris. And as a person that's been to Paris, they are not secure. French decision to recognize the state of Palestine rewards terror, according to Netanyahu. Thailand has closed all border crossings with Cambodia. Local population evacuation is underway. At least one Thai civilian has been killed in the rapidly escalating Thai-Cambodian fighting, Thailand is saying. And the U.S. Embassy in Thailand issued a statement. Embassy is receiving reports today, July 24th, of fighting, including rocket and artillery fire between Cambodian and Thai forces along the border. There are reports of casualties, and the Thai government is ordering the evacuation of certain areas. U.S. citizens living or traveling near the Thailand-Cambodia area or border should follow directions from Thai security services and consult local government authorities for the latest information. So basically what is going on is, this is kind of another proxy war. Cambodia is more aligned with China. China is trying to build a major base in Sihanoukville, which is on the water. America, loosely, is more, Thai is more Western, kind of. So there's just basically this whole thing playing out. But this goes back centuries. The Khmer Empire and the Siam Empire have ruled this area back and forth and overlapping each other for about, until the 19th century, effectively. And then, of course, 20th century came in. They got a land border that was assigned to them in 1907, but it's got a lot of issues, and it's kind of gray area. So that's basically what's going on. A Thai soldier lost a leg a few days ago on a landmine. So what they're accusing each other of doing is basically putting landmines down and doing things to stop, the other side. They're both accusing each other of trying to take the land. China has now offered an immediate ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia. Thailand's health minister says civilian death toll is now at 11. Thai embassy tells its citizens in Cambodia there are signs conflict may become prolonged and expand further. The Thai embassy in Phnom Penh has urged Thai nationals in Cambodia to leave the country as early as feasible due to the escalating conflict. Statement posted on the embassy's Facebook page said it has been monitoring the rising tensions between Thailand and Cambodia, closely adding that the situation continues to grow worse, with border clashes occurring in several areas. There are signs that the conflict may become prolonged and expand further, the statement said. Thai embassy tells, that's a doubler. Thai military has reportedly launched an incursion into the Preah Vihear province of Cambodia. Heavy shelling is being reported in the sector by both sides. This is the area where the temple is, and they both want it. They both want the land. Thailand says the temple's theirs. It goes back to the Siam dynasty, yada, yada, yada. Thailand says it's launched a military operation against the Cambodian forces massing on the border. Thai-Cambodia border area update 24th July 2025. Due to rising tensions along the Thai-Cambodia border, the Tourism Authority of Thailand has issued a no-go list of areas across 7 provinces to ensure your safety and help with planning. Ubon Ratchathani, Sisaket, Surin, Buriram, Sa Kaeo, Chanthaburi, and Trut. When the Kremlin called Kiev in the early hours their full-scale invasion to press them to concede the defeat, it was Yermak's phone that rang. On the line was Putin's deputy chief of staff Dmitry Kozak. He told Yermak to convince Zelensky to surrender or be prepared to face the full might of the Russian army. F you, Yermak replied, hanging up. And here we are. New visuals of ongoing clashes at night between Thailand and Cambodia. Visuals showing Cambodian military using MLRS to shell the border regions of Thailand. Initial reports coming in that Zelensky has repealed the controversial laws he signed, putting the anti-corruption agencies under the prosecutor general. Trump's net approval rating is underwater in every major issue his ticket campaigned on, from the economy to foreign policy to the Epstein case. His net approval rating has fallen 17 points from the beginning of his presidency. France. Piscevin Nîmes is entirely controlled by narco-terrorists who threaten to shoot 5-year-old kids. A garbage company demanded police protection to collect trash in the city of Nîmes after 2 masked men with AKs demanded taxes upon entry into a specific neighborhood. Welcome to France. Knesset of Israel has passed a non-binding resolution supporting the annexation of the West Bank. Approved by 71 members, the measure declares that the Jewish people hold ancestral sovereignty over Judea, Samaria, and the Jordan Valley. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, quote, "We will demilitarize the area south of Damascus, and we will do everything necessary to help and protect the Druze in Syria." IDF Minister Israel Katz. Macron's announcement of his intention to recognize a Palestinian state is a disgrace and a surrender to terrorism, granting a reward and an encouragement to the murderers and rapists of Hamas who carried out the most horrific massacre of the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Instead of standing with Israel in this time of trial, the French president is acting to weaken it. We will not allow the establishment of a Palestinian entity that would harm our security, endanger our existence, and undermine our historical right to the land of Israel. We are all united to prevent this grave danger. Foreign Minister Gideon Saar responded to Hamas's message congratulating Macron's decision by saying, "When these are the ones that applaud you, you better get yourself checked out." And connectivity has been restored not only to PrepperNow and the crisis report, but also to Starlink after an international outage affected multiple countries. Operator has not issued an explanation. The incident duration was 2 hours. So, I would like to thank all 34 of you for surviving not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of these. I use the same setup every time. I have a modern phone. I have high-speed internet. I've actually moved myself where I'm even closer to the internet. And the fact that there's always something going on with the sound or it just cuts off and everything, I think it should tell you exactly what you need to know. There is a concerted effort by this platform to ruin anybody who wants to tell you anything of true importance. They basically want to dumb you down, and they want you to watch stupid, inane little blasts of dopamine and not be informed. They want to turn this place into TikTok, okay? And I know I have more support than I know. They don't say anything. I wouldn't be growing everywhere else than I am, okay? I wouldn't be getting major sponsorship. I know where I'm at. I appreciate you saying that. I know where I'm at. If I wasn't where I'm at, they wouldn't be doing these things. And trust me, they're doing these things. I was watching Survival Lily today. I don't know if you watch her, but she gives a little bit of a view of what is going on over in Europe. And she's in Austria. And at the end of the video, she's talking about all these things going on and how they're basically becoming socialist and nobody's happy and the usual stuff, because the people that are running the show are terrible human beings and we need to be critical of them. But they're trying to change that, especially over in Europe. They're trying to make it. They're trying to make it so you can't say anything. Basically, you can't talk out against their masters. So at the end of her broadcast, it's a little 15-minute video. She goes, "Hey guys, I've got this fire starter thing right here. I'd love for you to buy one. You know, it's a vendor that I work with. The guy is Austrian. He's from Austria. And you know, by the way, the money I'm making now on YouTube is laughable." Her words. She said laughable. And so to support the channel, can you please buy one of these fire sticks? You're losing multiple people here. I'm pretty sure PrepperNow one, Ed, said he's like, what's the point anymore? Magic Prepper is not going to be doing live streams anymore. Luckily for him, he got he's doing a brand ambassadorship with Gun Owners of America. So he has foregone all the pain, and now he's moving into being able to do some stuff outside. There is a concerted effort by the people on this platform. First of all, not to pay the creators, especially in the prepper area of things, what we used to be paid. Nobody in this genre is making what they used to make. We're doing more work, we're getting less pay, and YouTube is now making godless amounts of money. They've made actually, they blew out their, they didn't blow it out, but they did better than the projections on the economy. They made 13% year over year, like increase in their revenue. They're doing fine. But the content creators here, let me just put it to you this way. Magic Prepper has almost 200,000 subscribers. Okay, I think he's at 186,000 and change. He puts out great videos, one every day or so at least. They get, you know, tens of thousands of hits. He makes about $1,000 a month doing what he does. This is a pretty big channel, okay? And he works hard because it's for his videos, you know, for production and editing, and you know, you'll have mishaps and stuff. You'll have the platform, you know, jack with your sound and everything else. Actually, that's actually kind of high, Sally Sock Puppet. It's actually about 10 cents. That's why I don't make them. They're literally worthless. Let me tell you why. To edit, all you need to capture the rat-like attention span of the average human now, you basically have to have about 25 to 30 seconds, and you need to have a flash of dopamine enhancing visuals every second. So to edit a short, it takes a long time, unless you're like on a fishing channel or something like that. So you sit there and you'll put an hour into it and you'll make 10 cents. Does that make any kind of sense in this day and age? And then every third one will have like a short, and then it's like an advertisement. So basically that's what the platform is doing. It's killing off the long form videos. It's going to allow the big daddies to stay, like Mr. Beast. But if you are, you know, small to medium-sized channel, you're basically doing this for a labor of love. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you see how much they make, and you see people like Mark Fugel saying, I have to move my family because they raised our rent $900 and I just can't do it anymore, and I'm making less money here, it's kind of sad. It's kind of like, you know, maybe the platform should do a little bit more, you know, but they won't. So luckily for me, I'm not beholden to YouTube. I like the money. It's nice. It's extra. I appreciate it. But the fact of the matter is that I'm gainfully employed. I've got multiple other side hustles. And my wife does quite well at what she does in the medical profession. So I can come here and say what I feel. I like that. Other people can't. So go out, leave a comment, give support. You don't got to tip them or anything like that. If you like to tip them, great. But go out and support the channels. But, well, that's exactly what it is, Jill. They want us to stop. That's really what they want. So, they're not going to stop us by, doing the old methods, which is just to take us down, because then they got accused of, censorship. So now what they're just going to do is they're just going to make the place untenable, So I'm going to keep coming back. I'm going to produce videos on Substack eventually. I'm going to keep doing videos on Rumble. I've gotten everything to a place now where I can start to do things in other venues. And I've got another idea that I'm not quite there yet, but there's another one that's coming that we'll see. I'm going to probably be making people clue to it here pretty soon. And it's going to be something I think people are going to really enjoy. So I'll tell the 43 people here. It's going to be a podcast. And I'm going to have special guests. And we're going to take this and we're going to do what we can elsewhere. We're going to still come back here. I'll still be here. I'm not going to leave the platform. I would never let them think that they won. So we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah. I just Sally Sock Puppet. It's at this point, like seeing how hard people work and making this platform what it is. It's not made by people in the back. It's made by great content creators. So watching them do this to people that have helped people, and I mean, my God, myself, I helped 30-some families get a little piece of paper that said they didn't have to take the gibbity and keep their job back in 2021. I'm pretty darn proud of that. That message was put out on YouTube. So pretty darn proud of that. Yeah, hit the 40 like button. Let's do it. So, all right, friends. That's my little soliloquy at the end of this. Don't give up. Don't ever let people do things, to make you go away or whatever. Be a fighter. There's things in this world that are worth fighting for. So be a fighter. I know what they're doing. It doesn't make sense that I would go on to PrepperNow and then everything just sounds fine. It's the same friggin' setup. So it's pretty clear, consistently having to come back and do 3-4 takes on things. You don't think they can go in the back there and tap on something or pull a wire or whatever the hell they do. And I personally don't think it's people. I think it's AI. I do. I think this whole thing is run by AI. So, all right, friends, there's your little dose of what's going on. And as per usual, we're not going to get frustrated. We're just going to finish. And we're going to keep coming back. I will be back here tomorrow night again. And I won't stop. So, all right, friends, God bless. Tell people about the channel. I got some things, irons in the fire, but we're not quite there yet for the exposure to it. But we will. We'll tell you all about it here pretty soon. We got everything kind of lined up. We got our sponsorship deal. We got a nice set of people that come here all the time. I personally think my news, I got to clean it up. I get too long-winded at the beginning, but we're going to be doing that anyway. Honestly, I do that long-winded thing at the beginning because I got to see if my sound's going to get messed with. So it is what it is. Actually, I did that Sally Sock Puppet a couple years ago, and they did the same thing. They don't want you to know anything. They don't want you to be informed. I literally get things 12 to 24 hours before everybody else. It's not because I'm smarter. I just have a good system. I mean, I was talking about the Cambodia thing yesterday night. And what is everybody talking about today? The Cambodia thing. So it is what it is. We will not be giving up. Okay? We're going to fight, fight, fight. I personally think that, I told this to Hudson Valley, and I'll end on this. We're never going to beat them, but we can outlast them. Okay? All right, friends. God bless. See you tomorrow night.